Yellow, Geek 008 here. So, here you can see me playing IS-3A, IS-3 Auto as it's called. It's a Russian Tier 8 premium tank that's currently available in the online store for quite a hefty price, so I'm not going to be getting it permanently, but while I was playing all the tanks yesterday, I managed to earn a day of rental, which is basically something you do a mission, get lots of experience, and it allows you to play a tank for usually a day or a small period of time. And well, I've heard some things about this tank. My friends told me about it, and I really enjoy it. I really like the sound of it, and this is my first game in it, and it was so much fun. So, for starters, it's got very good penetration, which is one of the most attractive things about it, as you'll see here. Top of the KV-4. Bam, straight through the top, no problem. Barely even aimed it. Oh, I mean, I did aim it a little bit. But I really like the feel of this tank. It's basic. I've never played the IS-3, the normal one, but I imagine this would be quite similar. Okay, that was a bad shot. I should never have taken that. But I imagine that'd be quite similar, and I really like the feel of this tank. I actually had to resist the urge to put a whole lot of equipment on this tank. Even though I'm only going to have it for one day, I really want to just equip it out and just like have my fun. Okay, that's a bad place for an A-44 to be. He's very much out of position, but he's also not paying attention, sadly. It's called water tank syndrome. There must be a better name for it, but yeah. So, I'm a heavy tank. I'm also an IS-3, which is kind of like the tip of the spear type heavy tank, because it's got such good frontal armor. And I'm top tier, so... Okay, that was a bad shot. I should never have taken that one as well. So I'm very much the front of the force. And you'll see me around corners. I never go around corners... I never go straight around corners. I always try to like side scrape, or I do my best to keep my armor facing towards him, like you'll see here. I don't just go around the corner. Okay, that was T-34 has good penetration, and you'll see in a moment that he actually hits there, like the far right of the tank. That is where the weak spots are in the front of the IS-3. This is a little triangle of armor that's just very weak. I'll never go right around the corner, because the IS-3 has this like pike nose shape for its armor, and so basically what that means is if you're driving towards a tank, your armor's always angled. Now if you come around around the corner, for example, at an angle, you're unangling the armor, which basically nullifies the effectiveness. So I never do that. I always just drive straight towards the tank. Or 59 pattern, what are you doing? No, there's an SC-101 there and some friends. Unfortunately, I wanted to push with this guy, but it's too hot. And now the cap's gone off, so someone has to take care of that. There's a Mutz there, so I think he's going to be able to handle it. And I'm considering going around to start picking these guys off one by one, because they're on low health. And then I realized something. Then the IS-3 gets the Mutz, and I realized there's actually quite a lot of tanks here, but no one back at base. So I decide I can withdraw from this position safely, because the team should be able to handle it. Now go back to... well, first of all, protect Bert, the FE-304, Bert the Avenger, the mighty jingle's called. And also just to defend the base, because we lost that entire eastern flank. So, first off, I want to protect Bert. And sadly, I can't do that, because the STA manages to sneak in there. STA-1. I like that tank, it was a hell of a lot of fun. Oh, an IS-3, Russian accuracy. You don't even need to aim like that well, just point and shoot. And I don't know how that missed. I don't even know where that shot went, but that's okay. I didn't really need to know. And I just chase this guy down. He fires a heat round there, but the thing about heat, I think it's heat anyway. Looks like heat. The thing about heat though is, you need to hit precise spots. Specifically flat armor. You can't hit spaced armor, which the IS-3 has an abundance of on the side. And it can't hit, it doesn't have normalization, which means that it can't hit armor that's angled too much. Anyway, so I see the AMX M445 is there, but on the cap, so I think he's going to be able to handle it for a moment. So we're going to help this T-32. unbeknown to me, he's actually AFK. Now, whether he timed out or had to go do something is beyond me, but whatever. And so I kill the T-34, sneak around the corner, snap from. Then I realized SU-101 was spotted there, so I come around this corner sort of at a angle, prepared for him. Oh, artillery miss, thankfully. And I take him out. Then I proceed on to the cap. Now I'm feeling pretty excited right now. I've had a reasonably good game, pumping out shot after shot after shot. And then I'm one-on-one versus a tier 7. I think that's the Chinese heavy tank. Oh, that's the Russian one, I think. And I'm feeling so good that I literally just stopped to type in the chat. That's how good I feel right now. I mean, how confident I feel. So I know he's not going to be able to penetrate me unless he hits my weak spots. I literally just stopped to type a message here. That's how confident I feel. Although he almost got away. That was a hell of a shot. But Stalin guided that one fair and true. And now it's pretty much the end of the game. It's 3 versus, or 2, if you don't count the AFK T-32, versus 1. It's 1 artillery, so that's pretty much it. I mean, the artillery could still clutch this. If he was creative enough, he probably could. So yeah, this game is pretty much over. I do fluff up the next 2 shots. It is just so bad. Spoiler. But this is pretty much over. This has been my Mastery Badge Ace Tanker on the IS-3A in my very first game that I ever play in it. So very proud about that. I very much like this tank. I think it's fantastic. I thought it was fantastic before I got it, and now I know it is fantastic. The very next game that I played in it was rather sorry, to say the least. I'll show you now in a moment what I mean. But that was just my own inability to pay attention to the map. But otherwise, this is a fantastic tank, and I very much enjoyed it, and I hope that you enjoyed watching. This has been my Master Badge Ace Tanker, and cheers, guys.